welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Lynx going up against the New York Liberty. And coming to you from the borough of Brooklyn, I'm Blake Suniga. Pleased to have you here along with my broadcast partners, Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. As a fan, if you've got the need for speed, you're in for a treat tonight.
Oh, I always have the need for speed. I mean, across the league, every year, the pace seems to increase. And these teams, they really push it.
Then again, who knows? A couple key half-court sets could really determine the outcome here.
Goddess with the ball. The pick by Jones. Here's Goddess. Tipped away and stolen by Smith. Williams with it, and it's Jones picking her up. Count that bucket.
She draws so much attention. Williams can find others for easy buckets. Good dish.
Stewart with the screen. Now Goddess. Pass to Stewart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Good. And Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
There's no excuse for leaving a shooter like her open beyond the arc. None.
Here's Ipupa. Vandersloot defending. Outside Williams. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You know, there are certain players who shoot much better off a pass. Williams is one of them. Allows her to set her feet.
Pick by Jones. First quarter play with about a minute and a half gone by. Pick by Jones. And that one's good. Goddess. And here are the Lynx now. Pass to Williams. Now here's Hines Allen. Williams sets the screen. Here's Ipupa. There's the three. Rebound by Goddess. And this Minnesota franchise is built around their star, Napheesa Collier.
Well, you think about 2022, Collier played just 4 games. In the Lynx, they missed the playoffs. Last year, Collier took her game to another level, a first-team All-WNBA selection.
Rugged screen set there, and the defense didn't even try to fight through it.
Number 15, shooting 1. One shot.
And that one misses. Pass to Ipupa. Smith. Collier outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ipupa. Yes, and it's Napheesa Collier picking up the assist.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rack against the taller defender.
Well, when you're on the wrong end of the size matchup like she was, aggressive play is the only way to get it going.
And here's Goddess. Outside Stewart. Off target from 3-point range.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. I mean, maybe that's why she missed.
Out to Hines Allen. Bangs home the trifecta.
Laser focused. Hines Allen was ready to fire the second she got the ball.
Now here is Goddess. Covered by Smith. First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played. Goddess with the ball. Smith is there. Out to Vandersloot. Puts up the three. Good. First shot, first basket.
They're off and running. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Now the Lynx with it. Now here's Williams. Smith outside. Pass to Pupa. Collier defended by Stewart. Collier inside. Stewart's there. And the 3 ball is good.
Don't underestimate Collier's ability as a distributor. She'll make passes that make you say, wow.
Screen by Stewart. Goddess with the ball. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Second personal.
And it's going to go on Alana Smith. That free throw, no good.
Well, now that we're midway through the season, what kind of things are you guys keeping your eyes on moving forward?
I'm looking at how the playoff picture starts to take shape, because now is the time for playoff-bound teams to start securing home court advantage.
Yeah, and on the flip side, I'm curious which teams will kind of shake out in terms of the lottery. The trade deadline, it'll be very interesting.
Now here is Goddess. She's got 5. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Here's Williams. Pass to Collier. Just 5 on the clock. Tries it from 16. New York with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Now Goddess. 7 points in the game. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
And the lead goes right back over. What a seesaw battle we've got here.
Absolutely. This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can grab it. Somebody's got to take charge.
Let's see how it plays out.
Now here's McBride. Looking for her first basket still in this one. The tray drills it from outside.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
Here's Goddess. She's got 9. Yep, that goes. Minnesota trailing. Pass to McBride. Uhas. And here's Williams. Collier with it. Guarded by Jones. With the fadeaway. Basket counts.
Love Collier's discipline on offense. Looks for a shot she likes and dedicates to it.
One thing about Napheesa Collier, she's great at many things. She's not a specialist. She's well-rounded.
Well, how about this? I mean, she's been top 10 in the league in scoring, rebounding, steals, blocks. I mean, that's 4 of the 5 major food groups. She gives you everything at a high level.
Outside Williams. up top.
Yuha sets the screen.
Down low. Yes, and it's Napheesa Collier with the assist that time.
Tremendous read by Collier, working the pick and roll to perfection.
Here's New York now. It's a three-point game. Now here is Goddess,
Guarded by Yuhas.
screened by Stewart. Here's Goddess. That ball is good for another field goal, her 6, and she's at a 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Here's Ipupa.
Pass to Williams.
Here's Ipupa.
Vandersloot defending.
Now Yuhas.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Courtney Williams for 3. Rebound by Goddess. Pick by Jones. Now here is Goddess. Covered by Collier. Jonquel Jones in the high post. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
A premier interior scorer, Jones's physical presence is enough to intimidate defenders.
Pass to Collier. McBride. Back to Collier.
Now here's Yuhas.
Covered by Goddess. And a missed layup.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Picked by Jones. And here's Goddess. 13 points in this game. And they pick up 2.
As hot as she's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get her the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to McBride. Banked in off the glass.
The catalyst of the team, McBride is depended on for buckets, and I'll tell you, she usually delivers.
Now here is Goddess. She's got 15. Kicked by Jones. Here's Goddess. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Now here's McBride. 5 points in the game. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Well, she rushed that one. The D was out of position, but she couldn't make them pay.
A good close contest so far. Closely contested.
Let's foul. Bridget Carlton. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Goddess. That shot is good, and she has made 8 while only missing 4. That's 67% shooting. Now the Lynx with it. They trail by 7. Now Carlton. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Yuhas in the post.
Covered by Goddess. 6 to shoot. Pass to Heidemann. Shoots over Vandersloot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Hard work on the glass once again, guys. They put a lot of effort into their rebounding.
And that interior play, it's made a big difference in this game.
Now here is Goddess. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
First personal
It's
foul.
going to go on Dorka Juhas.
Team foul.
And she makes the first. She's perfect from the line this time. Here's Heidemann. Pass to Carlton. And here's Heidemann. Vandersloot defending. Collier. Misses, and the dry spell continues. New York leading. Now here is Goddess. Clock at 4. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. For 3, Napheesa Collier hits it from 3-point range.
Because of Collier's ability to space the floor, she gives her team a deeper offensive identity.
Now here is Goddess, covered by Smith.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton.
Stewart. They get the rebound. Goddess with the ball. 23 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Over to the wing. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. And out of bounds, the Lynx will take it.
Into the lineup for Minnesota, Courtney Williams. Ipupa.
Minnesota trailing. Smith outside. Pass to Ipupa. Collier left side. Here's Ipupa. 5 to shoot. Courtney Williams for 3. And the Lynx, another 3.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Now here is Goddess. Screen by Stewart. Here's Goddess. Rebound by the Lynx.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Napheesa.
That one goes in.
A do-it-all player. I mean, inside, outside. Collier could score from anywhere on the floor.
And the Liberty call time here. The Lynx making a switch here.
Well, when you talk about Courtney Williams, her versatility is what stands out the most.
Yeah, she doesn't dominate any individual statistic per se, but she does well in pretty much every category, which is what makes her such a valuable part of this team.
Now here is Goddess. 4 on the shot clock. Drops in the layup for 2.
And guys, her consistent shooting, it's helped them take this lead.
Here's Williams. She has 6. Pass to Collier. Clock at 6. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. On offense, here the Liberty. They've led by as many as 11 points. Picked by Jones. Now here is Goddess, covered by Smith. And that one's good. Goddess.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
Here's Ipupa.
shot missing. Courtney Vandersloot with some nice D. And here's Goddess. Picked by Jones. Here's Goddess. And it's good. Fought through the contact. Hit the shot. And she'll go to the line.
Number 15. Shooting one.
And they've yet to miss a shot from the line in this quarter.
You have to make teams pay for fouling you. You got to ring them up in the register, you know, and they've done just that.
Now here's Williams. She's got 6. Pupa. Collier inside. Working on Jones. Pass to Pupa. 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. Stolen by Lainey Hamilton. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. And they're struggling to keep up.
We'll see if they can turn things around on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Screen by Hines Allen. For 3, Kayla McBride. A rebound by Goddess.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's putting it mildly, guys. They've been absolutely dominant.
Now here is Goddess. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Here's Jones. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
This defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. Their offense in the paint hasn't been up to par. You know, it wasn't the best start for her, but she's shaking it off here in the second.
Pass to Goddess. Picked by Jones. Here's Goddess. Shot's good by Jones.
Just the way they wanted, within touching distance of the rim.
Now here's Collier. 9 points in the game. And the bucket counts, and she's on her way to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. First trip to the free throw line for her tonight. And so it's New York with it. They lead by 11. Now here is Goddess. Covered by Hines Allen. Now Goddess. Back to Vandersloot. No good on the last second attempt there. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. Liberty out in front. They're up by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. We've seen Goddess really having a great game here.
How about her scoring in the first half? She's looked like a very different player today, an elite player.
Yeah, and she's been a pleasant surprise for them, that's for sure. She really hit on something that worked in those first 2 quarters.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Goddess. Picked by Jones. Here's Goddess. Got it. Good job in the low post.
She has really pummeled these defenders today, no matter who has been on her.
Here's Pupa. The screen by Collier. Outside Williams. Pass to Collier. Over Stewart. And it's Collier missing. They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely. On the other side, really not much resistance put up.
Stewart with the screen. Goddess, no good. Smith outside. Yes, and it's Napheesa Collier picking up the assist.
With a naturally quick release, Smith is an effective option in catch-and-shoot situations.
Now here is Goddess, covered by Smith. Here's Goddess, and she drops in the layup off glass.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
Now here's Smith, screened by Hines Allen. Pass to Williams. Collier. Smith outside. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
And Tim, we know success isn't always linear. And just look at Alana Smith. She's a perfect example of that. It took her a few years to claim her spot in the league.
Well, she was a top 10 pick back in 2019. She shot under 20% as a rookie. Alana was out of the league, but she had a great 2023. The Australian finishing 3rd in most improved player voting, and she has really got a spot in the league now.
Now here's Williams. She's got 6. Out to the wing. Pass to Collier. Hines Allen. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
The defense really slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Bottom line is this. Those triples, they sure add up, don't they? They've got to make the adjustment.
New York in the lead. Picked by Jones. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Goddess. Here's Jones. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw. And this is her first trip to the line tonight.
Well, when you look at her game, what you appreciate most about Jonquel Jones is her versatility. A strong offensive player and a very skilled defender as well.
Now here's Hines Allen. She's got 13. On the wing, Courtney Williams. Lainey Hamilton covering. Williams can't get it to go. Goddess with the ball. She's got 34. And there's the call on Goddess. That's her first foul.
She's lost her concentration in the second half, and we can see that in the turnovers. Before the break, she had just 1, but now she's got a bunch.
To the paint. Here's Smith. Yes, and it's Napheesa Collier with the assist that time.
A player who can get creative offensively. Let's just say Smith knows what to do inside.
Screen by Stewart. And here's Goddess. Pass to Vandersloot. Out to the wing. Lainey Hamilton. She's guarded by Williams. Lainey Hamilton, that one's good.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
And here's Williams. Back to Collier. Ipupa. Collier outside. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
A great shooter from deep. Collier responding with her own trifecta.
Now here is Goddess. And stolen by Hines Allen. Now here's Williams. Hamilton covering. Back to Williams. Rebound New York. They've led by as many as 14 points. Picked by Jones. Here's Goddess. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Napheesa having quite the quarter here, shooting the ball really well and just an impressive performance on all cylinders.
Here's Ipupa. Pass to Collier. To the middle. Here's Smith. Count that one.
Offensively, a perfect quarter. She hasn't missed a single shot.
Now Goddess. Stewart with the screen. And there's a whistle. It's going to be on Stewart. That is her first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Minnesota trailing. Here's Williams. She's got 6. Screen by Smith. Inside. A rebound by Brianna Stewart.
They hold a huge advantage on the boards.
Yeah, they've really dominated the glass, and that's been the key to this lead.
Picked by Thornton. 13 feet out. Nice jump shot. Here's Williams. Pass to Carlton. Right outside. From past the arc. And she's good on the 3 ball.
And they are just killing them with the 3-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the 3 and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Now here's Goddess. And she has 38 in the game. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Smith outside. Gonna kick out to McBride. The shot's good on the assist by Maisha Hines.
Timeout.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the 3-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Substitution on the court.
Goddess, guarded by Juhas. Goddess with the ball. And she drops it in from the low post.
Performing at such a high level. They've got her to thank for this lead.
Pass to Carlton. On the wing, Kayla McBride. And here's Carlton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Heidemann. Here's Juhas. And the layup falls.
She's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled her to be the first player to it and get the putback.
Pass to Goddess. And just about over 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th.
Well, they've built this lead to plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Now here's Juhas. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. 3-point play. And we continue to watch the development of Dorka Juhas. And Brian, she's really starting to put the pieces together. You can see it.
Well, at 6'5", she has the length to do damage in every phase of the game. I just think it's going to be a slow build. She's already increased her range, and she's looking much more comfortable out there.
Here's Heidemann. Pass to Sandalacini. To the inside. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots. The first one falls.
At the line for the away team, Napheesa.
And that's good as she hits both shots.
They came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical approach than they had in the first half. I like to see that kind of physicality.
Yeah, that helps. And they've gotten the extra trips to the foul line, and they continue to need to do that if they want to come back in this game.
Here's Carlton, defended by Stewart. It's good. New York leading. Now here is Goddess. And she banks in the layup.
Maybe change the defense. I mean, nobody is stopping her here in the fourth quarter. She's 4 for 5.
Pass is on Lisina. Heidemann. Right outside. The 3 ball. A rebound by Goddess. Screen by Stewart. Here's Goddess. And it's New York with another.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Right outside. Pass this on Lisina. Now Uhas. Covered by Goddess. Down low. McBride. It falls through, making her 6 for 11 in this contest.
Off the court, McBride is lighthearted, but she's a killer on the court. Basketball is everything to her.
Now here is Goddess. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Here's McBride. To the middle. Poked away.
Wow, it is a huge day on the glass for a player who's, you know what, they're giving up a lot of size to bigger players out there. Very impressive.
Now here is Goddess. Pass to Stewart. Vandersloot. And the 3 off target.
She hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but she has worked within the team to help them get. Get the lead.
And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, she's definitely in a bad way out there right now. It's really just tough to see.
Well, injuries, they're just such a tough part of the game.
And impossible to tell just how bad it is, but she's definitely coming out, and that may be all for her today.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Collier. Not gonna go that time. Good work defensively by Kayla Thornton. Pick by Jones. On the wing, Kayla Thornton. And the Lynx pushing it up now. Here's Ipupa. Over Goddess. Nails the baby hook.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Pick by Jones. Now here is Goddess. Covered by Smith. Pass to Stewart. 5 to shoot. Picked by Jones. New York, no good that time either.
Well, it's no wonder she's been a bit cold. She's used to getting a lot more shots than she has today.
Collier with it. Guarded by Jones. Three-pointer Hines Allen. Sinks the triple.
She has made a living out there beyond the arc. What a weapon that shot has been for her.
Especially at this point of the game. It's a critical time, and her three-point shot could end up telling the story.
Now here is Goddess. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Collier. They're moving it up. Shot's good by Smith.
Keeps her head up and looks for open teammates. That style of play will keep Collier around for a while.
Timeout called the Liberty. just a tiny lead for them.
A chance to make it a little bigger right here, though.
Stewart with the screen. Now here is Goddess, covered by Smith. Shot clock at 6. Stewart up top. Nailed from three-point land.
They're in great position thanks to their accurate three-point shooting.
You got that right, Tim, and you don't usually get too many of those things right. But look, they're just lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Come on, man.
Now here is Goddess, covered by Smith. The pick by Jones. Now Goddess. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that, with one of her shots going down.
Well, that's the reason this game is coming down to the wire in the first place. Her touch from the field has been fantastic.
Now here's Williams. Here's Smith. A rebound by Goddess. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good and she'll go to the line.
At the line for the Liberty, number 15, shooting one.
Lynx trailing. Inside. Brianna Stewart with the steal. Now here is Goddess, covered by Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Laney Hamilton on the wing.
6 on the shot clock. Picked by Jones. There's Laney Hamilton. The three-pointer, no good. And here are the Lynx now. To the paint. And a nice shot by Pupa.
And the ball movement by Williams. Excellent at finding her teammates in spots where they can score.
Here's Goddess. Screen by Stewart. And that one's good. Goddess. Pupa. To the inside. Collier. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
I respect Collier's ability to show poise under pressure. You don't always see that from younger players.
The pick by Jones.
Pass to Laney Hamilton.
Down low. And the foul called on Smith. That's her 5th foul.
5th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Here's Goddess. Stewart with the screen. To the middle. And stolen by Napheesa Collier.
Well, she was just waiting around for that entry pass and exploded with some tremendous anticipation.
Their offense has operated very smoothly in the open court.
Yeah, and for them to cut down the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. That's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. Keep the pace brisk. Hurry things up.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the official signals a jump ball there. Now here is Goddess, covered by Smith, and stolen by Smith. Williams with it. Out to Hines Allen. Here's Pupa. Vandersloot defending. Here's Collier. Rebound, New York. They've led by as many as 14 points, and that's an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and, just hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game and use every last second on that clock.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
They not only need to draw up a score here, but a quick one.
And once they get that quick strike, there has to be an immediate foul.
Yeah, Brian, they can't waste any time.
Courtney Williams for three. A rebound by Goddess. And the foul called on Smith. And so she's picked up her final foul, and she will sit the rest of this one out. They had a comfy seat. That's it. And the second of two is good. And that increases their lead to 6. Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over.
They still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, it could, but they're going to need some help any way you cut it, Tim. They'll be hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
But hey, we've seen some crazy things happen.
Pupa. Vandersloot defending. A shot by Pupa, no good. And so it's New York winning this one. This one was up for grabs right until the dying second.
And I think what stood out was they showed their character when it mattered, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.